Yo, so today we are looking at, hands down, one of the most unhinged things I've ever seen someone build in this game. This is not a cake. This is a full-blown skyscraper made entirely out of frosting, sponge, and pure ambition, and it is standing taller than the actual Eiffel Tower right next to it. Look at the scale of this thing. Layer after layer after layer, stacked all the way up into the clouds, wrapped up with ribbons and gift boxes sitting at the base like some kind of offering. Someone said happy birthday and then just did not stop. Seriously, take a second and actually look at the proportions here. The Eiffel Tower is right there for scale, and this cake is going head-to-head with an actual world landmark. Whoever designed this level was clearly not interested in doing anything small today. And apparently, the plan here is simple on paper, but absolutely insane in practice. We start from the very top of this tower, and we eat our way all the way down to the bottom. No shortcuts, no skipping floors, no taking the easy way out. Just pure, unfiltered commitment to finishing every single layer, no matter how long that ends up taking. Before we even touch the top layer, there's a pit stop, a whole training station just sitting up here, treadmill and all, like the cake itself installed a gym on its own roof. Kind of ironic, honestly, standing on top of dessert while gearing up to burn calories. But hey, we're not here to question the logic. We're here to get stronger before we dive in. 9 upgrade points just sitting there, waiting. And yeah, we're spending every single one before we eat a single crumb. Capacity goes up, and suddenly this run just got a lot more dangerous for this cake. No point rushing and under-leveled, when we've got a whole tower's worth of dessert ahead of us. All right, upgrades locked in. And now we're standing on top of 40 layers of pure chaos. Counter at the top reads 0 out of 40 fines. That's our real target here. It's not just about eating. It's about clearing every hidden item buried in this frosting. Purple smooth, completely untouched. Not a single bite taken out of it yet. Not for long. First bite's about to go in, and that's what part the picks up. First bite's in and we are off. There is stuff hidden everywhere up here. Fruit, candy, an entire stack of boxes just chilling in the middle of the frosting like nobody's going to notice. Every single pickup is adding straight to that belly total. And watch this multiplier. We go from double to 5, all the way up to a full times 10. This is not a snack anymore. This is a system, and it is working. Numbers are flying now. We're talking millions on the belly. Counter within minutes. And look at this. The actual layer is starting to collapse in on itself as we clear it out, which means the next layer down is already opening up underneath us. This cake is disappearing in real time, and honestly, it's kind of beautiful to watch. Like watching a building get demolished floor by floor, except every floor is edible. Every corner of this top section has something tucked away. You blink. You miss a pickup, and that multiplier makes every single miss actually sting a little. So the pace has to stay high. No wondering, no backtracking. Just clean sweeps across whatever's exposed. This is the kind of section where being thorough pays off way more than being fast. There's a real rhythm to it too. Grab an item. Watch the number tick up, grab the next one before it even registers, and just keep that loop going. It almost stops feeling like a food challenge and starts feeling like a full-on collection run. By the end of this stretch, that top layer is basically gone, cleared out, collapsed, done, and right underneath it, a whole new section is already peeking through. Different color, different terrain. That's exactly where we're headed next, and judging by the color change, it's not going to look anything like what we just cleared. Terrain's changing now. We've hit this icy purple section. Crystal spikes poking up everywhere. Fine counter just crossed 20 out of 40. That is the actual halfway point, and I gotta say, the pace has not slowed down for 1 second. Honestly kind of impressive given how much ground we've already covered. New sections keep cracking open faster than we can clean them out. Which, not complaining. That's exactly the kind of chaos we came here for. Strategy's simple. Eat the top of whatever's exposed first. Don't get greedy. Don't skip around. Just clear it clean and move to the next. Sounds basic, but when there's this much going on at once, sticking to a plan actually matters. Belly total's already blown past the 100 million mark, which I want you to sit with that for a second. 100 million from a cake. If you told me that number an hour ago, I would not have believed you. The spikes make it trickier to move around clean, so there's a bit more weaving involved here than the last section. But every pickup is still landing. Multiplier's still holding at max. This middle stretch is really where the run either falls apart or holds together. And right now, it's holding. No wasted movement, no missed items. It's also just visually a totally different vibe from the top layers. Less soft pastel frosting. More sharp icy crystal, like we've dropped into a completely different biome halfway. Through the same dessert. Whoever built this level really committed to making every section feel distinct. Layers thinning out fast now. And just as it looks like smooth sailing toward the next section, something else shows up on screen. Something with a health bar. That's where things get interesting. And just when you think it's smooth sailing, a checkpoint pops up out of nowhere. A mini-boss. And it's a carrot. A giant, fully sentient-looking carrot with an actual health bar over its head. Standing there like it personally has beef with us. Not exactly what I expected to run into halfway down a cake, but here we are. We switched straight from eating mode to fighting mode. A couple quick exchanges. Bar goes down, boss is cleared. And we are back to eating like nothing happened. No cutscene, no drama. Just straight back to business the second that bar hits 0. Belly counter's now sitting in the billions. This cake owes somebody an explanation. Because at this rate, we're going to need a whole new unit of measurement before this run is over. With the boss out of the way, it's straight back into clearing mode. More hidden pickups, more terrain to sweep. And the pace honestly hasn't dropped at all after that fight. If anything, it feels faster, like we're racing to make up for the time the boss fight cost us. The scenery's shifting again too. We're getting closer to ground level now. Tree line and structures starting to peek into view around the edges. That's a pretty clear sign we're closing in on the bottom of this thing. Even though the layer count doesn't quite reflect that yet. Find counters creeping up steadily. We're deep into the 30s now. Out of 40. Every pickup from here on out feels like it actually matters. Like we can see the finish line even if it's still a little ways off. This next stretch is the home stretch, and that's exactly where Part 5 picks up. Find counters crawling toward the finish line. 38 out of 40. And at this point, it is genuinely just a small icy patch left. A handful of crystal spikes standing between us and total victory. This is going to take a while was the vibe a couple minutes ago. But honestly, we're basically there now. And it's wild looking back at how much ground actually got covered. This is the final stretch. Multipliers maxed out at times 10. Every last come getting swept up. No wasted movement. No missed pickups. Every hit counts this close to the end. And there's zero reason to slow down when we're this. Close to clearing the whole thing. Just a couple items left. Tucked right in among those last few spikes. And honestly, this is the most satisfying part of any run like this. Watching that counter. Climb those final few numbers knowing there's nothing left to come back for. And there it is. 40 out of 40 finds. Every hidden item on this entire layer collected. One cake taller than the Eiffel Tower. Officially annihilated. Whoever built this level clearly wanted a real challenge. And this run delivered exactly that. If you made it this far, drop a comment telling me, what's the most unhinged thing you've ever seen built in this game? Because I genuinely don't think this is the ceiling. See you in the next one.